A very good morning, students. Welcome back to the online class. Today, we are starting with the EVS class. Okay, EVS in this which in social part, it is lesson number 6 we are going to learn today. Okay, it is page number 286. Take out your textbook. You all know which is your EVS textbook. That is better textbook. In that you all have all the subjects like English, Maths and EVS, right? Take out the textbook. It is page number 286. Okay. Page number, I'll write here 286. Take out the textbook and sit. If you need, take out your pencil and sit. Okay. Apart from this, in the classwork part, what you all are doing, even though telling from the first class, we are telling from the bridge course class, we are telling you have to write with a gel pen, blue gel pen. We are repeating in each class, we are repeating the same thing. For up to 3 to 4 minutes, we are telling the same thing. You have to use blue gel pen, no dot pen, no pencil. Now you all are in 4th standard, not in 3rd standard. Even though telling so many times, you all are writing with a pencil. Why you all are not watching the class? Huh? You are watching, no? We are repeating, no? Even though we are telling so many times in each class, we are repeating, you should use gel pen, gel pen, gel pen, blue gel pen. Then too you are writing with a dot pen. Is it right? Huh? How should we do the correction? Even though we are telling you should write with a gel pen, you are writing with a dot pen. If I see in the next class, if I see anyone writing with a dot pen, I'll make you all to sit here in the classroom itself. You'll write again from the first chapter with your blue gel pen and you'll go home. Okay? Until you complete that with a gel pen, you'll not go home. I'll send your parents. If your parents have come with you, I'll send back your parents. After you completing the notes only, you will be going home. Understood? You should write with a gel pen itself. And no use of pencil also. You should use only the blue color gel pen. Understood? Now, in this class, what we are going to start? It is coastal plains. Coastal plains and the islands. Okay? It is lesson number 6. Coastal plains and the islands. You all have understood, no? How you have to write? How you have to write the classwork. You all have understood. And homework. Homework also, you all know. Right? You should not use pencil. Only blue gel pen. Please keep that in mind and use only blue gel pen. And now, I am starting with the lesson number 6. Okay? Before this chapter, I hope you all have completed the notes till which chapter? The Southern Plateau. Till that it should be completed. It will be like lesson number 9, I think, in your classwork, in the PDF what you got. In that it will be lesson number 9. Till that your classwork, it should be completed. And after this explanation part, after my class, start writing this notes also. Keywords, start writing. One day, one topic you write. It will be over. Okay, don't keep incomplete. Understood? And now we'll come for the lesson part. It is page number 286. Lesson number 6, the coastal plains and the islands. What is this coastal plains and islands? This is the another 5th division, 5th physical division of our India. It is the 5th physical division of our India. It is coastal plains. And the 6th part is islands. Right? 5th one is the coastal plains, the physical division of our India. Yes, no, we all have learnt about our India. Again, I am repeating, our India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Politically, it is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay, and the physical divisions. What are the physical divisions? It is divided into again 6 physical divisions according to the place, according to the climate, how it is, according to the surroundings. It is divided into again 6 physical divisions. Right? You all can remember what are the 6 physical divisions. Repeat with me if you all can remember, if you all If you have stored that in your mind, have you stored? It is only 6. Yes, no, 6 physical divisions. It's very easy. What are that? Northern mountains, northern plains, western desert, southern plateau, coastal plains, and islands. Right? These are the 6 physical divisions of our India. I hope you all can remember. And which chapters we have completed, like about which physical divisions we have completed. One was northern mountains, northern plains, western desert, and the last class was southern plateau. We have learnt. And that southern plateau, it is again divided into two parts, right? How it is divided? By the river Narmada. Is the river Narmada divides the southern plateau into 2. One is the northern part is Central Highland. The southern part is Deccan Plateau, right? And the northern part, that is the Central Highlands. From which ranges it is covered? From which valleys it is, like Aravalli Hills, Rajmal Hills, Chota Nagpur Plateau, no, Satpura Range, Vindhya Range. You all can remember? Yes, no? We all learned this. This one I had repeated 3 to 4 times. Right? It is all important thing. You have to remember. Understood? You all have to remember this. No need to go deeply. Okay, what I am telling, that thing you just listen and don't let it out to go out. Okay, store in your mind itself. Keep it in your mind so that it will be easy for you. Understood? Till here we have learned. And Deccan Plateau, it is covered by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Right? We all have learned about this. Now, this is the next physical division. It is coastal plains. And islands also we are learning in the same class. Okay. Now, the coastal plains. Plain is an area of land adjacent to a sea coast. This coastal plain is an area which is adjacent to a sea coast. Means it is very near to the sea level. It is very near to the sea. Okay, like the beach place we can tell, right? No, the coastal plains, it is nothing but the beach place. It is next to the sea level. It is next to the sea place. Okay, the prominent features of a coastal area are beaches, harbors, backwaters, and port towns. These are the prominent features. These are the features of coastal plains, which are that beaches, harbors, backwaters, and port towns. Beach you all know, right? Beach you all know. The sea is no, the sandy place near the sea or ocean is the beach, right? And harbors. Harbors you all know. Where? What is the harbor? The place where we land the ship, right? Where the ships are placed. It is the harbor. And the port towns and the backwaters. These all are the features of this what? Coastal plain. Understood? Coastal plain is the place which is adjacent. Adjacent means it is nothing but which is very near to the sea place, which is very near to the sea, near to the ocean. Okay, that is called as coastal plain. And the main features of this are beaches, harbors, backwaters, and port towns. Okay, the western and eastern coastal plains of India stretch along 6,000 kilometers from Gujarat in the west to West Bengal in the east. Their meeting point is at Kanyakumari. Their meeting point is at Kanyakumari. See what they are telling, the western and eastern coastal plains. Okay, western and eastern coastal plains. It starts from the western and eastern coastal plains of India. It starts, that is nothing but stretch. It stretch means from that place it starts to the next where it is given. See, it stretches along 6,000 kilometers from Gujarat in the west to West Bengal in the east. From the Gujarat in the west. Yes, no, from the Gujarat in the west to the West Bengal in the east. From Gujarat to West Bengal, it stretches. It is around 6,000 kilometers. Their meeting point is at Kanyakumari. This both coastal plains, western coastal plain as well as eastern coastal plain, these both meet at the Kanyakumari. Okay, these both coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. Western coastal plains and eastern coastal plains, these both meet at Kanyakumari. Now, about western coastal plains we are going to learn. The western coastal plains lie between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Where it lies? It lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. It lies between the Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. They extend from Gujarat to Kerala. They extend. It is from Gujarat to Kerala. This western coastal plains. It is from Gujarat to Kerala. It extends from Gujarat to Kerala. They are divided into the Kutch and Kathiawar coast in Gujarat, Konkan coast in Maharashtra, and Malabar coast in Kerala. This coastal plains, it is divided. How it is divided? See, it is divided into Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat. This is divided into Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat. This is western coastal plains. Okay. Western coastal plains, it is divided into Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat. Konkan coast in where? It is Maharashtra. No need to write this in your books. Just take your pencil and underline that. And Malabar coast in Kerala. Okay, and Malabar coast in Kerala. See how it is divided? This western coastal plains, it is divided into three groups. What are they? Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat, Konkan coast in Maharashtra, Malabar coast in Kerala. These are the three groups it is divided, which is that western coastal plains. Okay, once again I'll repeat. See, Kutch and Kathiawar in Gujarat, Konkan coast in Maharashtra, Malabar coast in Kerala. Understood? The western coastal plains are wide in the north and south and tapers in the middle. This western coastal plains, it is wide. It is very wide. It is very large. It is wide in north and south. It is very wide in north and south and tapers in the middle and tapers in the middle. It is very narrow in the middle. The western coastal plains, they are very wide in north and southern part, and in the middle it is very narrow, it is tapers. The Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Kambat in Gujarat are the broadest. And see this plains, this coastal plains in the Gulf of Kutch, the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Kambat in Gujarat are the very broadest. They are very broadest plains. They are very broadest coastal plains where it is the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Kambat. In these two places, the coastal plains are very broad. As the coastline indented, it is best suited for harbors and ports. It is broad as the coastal plain, as the coastline. As this western coastal plains in this Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Kambat, it is very broad. It is suitable. It is best suited for harbors and ports. It is best suited for harbors and ports. Some of the important ports are Kandla in Gujarat, Navsheva in Mumbai, Marmagova in Goa, and Cochin in Kerala, from where economic activities are done. See, and some of the important ports here. In this coastal plains, there are some of the important ports because this western coastal plains, it is little bit broad. Okay, it is little bit broad. So it is very, very best. It is very good, suitable for the harbors and ports. Okay, in that, some of the important ports, what are they? Kandla in Gujarat. In Gujarat, ports. That is Kandla. In Gujarat, it is Kandla and Navsheva in Mumbai. Okay. In Maharashtra, it is Navsheva. It is in Mumbai. Mumbai is in Maharashtra. Right? And Marmagova in Goa, and in Kerala, it is Cochin. In Kerala, it is Cochin and Marmagova in Goa. These are the port places. These are the important port places in the western coastal plains. These are the important port places, ports. Okay, ports means what? Where the ships are, the boarding and unboarding of ships are done, means the loading and unloading. Okay, see which are those? Kandla in Gujarat, Navsheva in Mumbai, it is in Maharashtra, Cochin in Kerala, and Marmagova in Goa. These are the some of the important ports in this western coastal plains. Understood? The Navsheva is the biggest commercial point of India. Offshore oil drilling is done in the Konkan coast. The Navsheva is the biggest commercial point. It is the biggest commercial point for what? Offshore oil drilling. Offshore oil drilling, it is done here. It is the biggest commercial place for this, commercial point for offshore oil drilling. And it is in Konkan coast. It is in Konkan coast. Yes, no? Navsheva, it is in Mumbai. There, offshore oil drilling. It is the place for that. Okay. This Navsheva is the biggest commercial point for offshore oil drilling. It comes under Konkan coast. Understood? See, they have given here Malabar coast and the Bombay High. They have given, see, Bombay High and the Malabar coast in the pictures they have given. Just look and listen to me. Afterwards, you can see your textbook. The climate of these coastal plains is hot and humid. The climate of these coastal plains here, in the coastal plains, the climate is very hot and also humid. The climate here, how it is very hot as well as humid. They receive heavy rainfall from the winter monsoon. They receive very heavy rainfall. They receive heavy rainfall in the winter monsoon. As it is coastal plain, it receives heavy rainfall, and the place here is hot and humid. Here the place is very hot and humid, and also it receives heavy rainfall in the winter monsoon. The moist climate of this area is suitable for the cultivation of rice, coconut, cashew nut and groundnut. The moist climate, because it gets heavy rainfall, and the climate is also very moist, means the place will be like very wet, as it is the sea place. The sea means what we can see in that place? Water, right? And that place is also it will be little bit wet only, moist. Okay, as the place is very moist, as the climate here is very moist, it is best suitable for the cultivation also. And what are the crops grown here? It is like rice, coconut, cashew nut and groundnut. The crops which are grown here are rice, coconut, cashew nut and groundnut. These are the crops grown in this place, where in the western coastal plains. Understood? It gets heavy rainfall and the place is also very hot also and also humid also. It is very hot and as well as humid, and it gets very heavy rainfall. So the place will be a little bit moist only. Because of that moist, that place is suitable for cultivation. What are the crops grown here? Are rice, coconut, cashew nut and groundnut. And coconut we have already learnt where? In the science part, in adaptations of plants we have learnt, right? This coconut tree, it is suitable, it is adapted to grow in that place, right? In the coastal place, in the coastal plains it will grow, right? Because the sea water, it will be very salty, right? Because of that sea water, this coconut trees also are grown there more. We have learned. Yes, no? And lagoons or backwaters are a distinguishing feature of the Malabar coast. Lagoons or backwaters. Lagoons or backwaters, they are the another distinguishing feature of the Malabar coast. They are the main feature of the Malabar coast. They are called kayals in the local language. In the local language, they are called kayals, means in their language. In their language, where the people live in that coastal plains. Where this coastal plains comes in the western coastal plains, it comes under Gujarat, Maharashtra and Kerala. In these places, they call it as kayals. They attract tourists and serve fishing and navigation purpose. They attract tourists. It is like a tourist place also. They attract tourists and they serve fishing and navigation purpose. They serve fishing and also navigation purpose. Okay, till here I'll stop. It is like the western coastal plains you have learnt. Only one topic I have taught, that is the coastal plains have taught, and in that western coastal plains we have learned. Yes, no? Go through that. I'll go slowly only. Go through each day one topic you read. And today's homework, you will be getting homework. What it is, I'll write here. Please note down. It is lesson number 7, first main. Keywords. It is from classwork. Okay. Lesson number 7 from classwork. First main. Keywords you should write 5 times. You should write 5 times. Lesson number 7 from the classwork. It is keywords. You have to write 5 times. And while writing the keywords, please see you're writing all the spellings properly. You're doing so many mistakes, and handwriting also, it is not good at all. Okay, some of you have written, those who are writing neatly, don't think that your handwriting is not nice, don't think. But those who are not writing neatly, please write neatly. And see the spellings also. You will be writing in proper way. See the spellings properly and write the correct spellings. And you have to leave one line. In classwork also, homework also, you have to leave one line. After writing each line, you have to leave one line. Understood? Don't write without leaving the line. In our classworks, we have written without leaving line. But what you have to do, you have to leave the line and write. Understood? And if you want, you can draw the lines also. After each question, you can draw the lines. After each one question and answer, draw line. Next question and answer, draw line. Okay? Maintain your book very neatly. Write neatly. You have more time. You have sufficient time. If you sit and write neatly for slowly also, you can write neatly. Understood? And complete this homework. This part, the coastal plains, in that western coastal plains, once glance with your textbook. Okay, I'll stop my class here, and next class we'll be continuing in the next topic. Okay, thank you, students.